Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode on our channel, where we unravel the intricate ways in which culture shapes our personalities. Have you noticed certain traits among people from different parts of the world, or even different parts of your own country? That's the imprint of culture at play. Stick around as we dig deeper into this topic and provide some eye-opening examples. Before we look at examples, it's important to understand what we mean by culture. Culture encompasses the social behavior, norms, laws, customs, beliefs, and characteristics of a group of people. It plays a role in shaping our values, behaviors, and even our sense of identity. Essentially, culture is the invisible thread that connects us to our communities and influences how we view the world. Fascinating, isn't it? So, what does this mean for our personalities? Well, culture is a crucial part of the formula that makes us who we are. Our upbringing, surroundings, and exposure to different cultural elements all contribute to shaping our personalities. Let's dive into some real-life scenarios to see how culture influences personality in action. Example 1. Individualism versus collectivism. First up, consider the concept of individualism and collectivism. In individualistic cultures, such as the United States, there's a strong emphasis on personal goals and achievements. This often leads to a sense of independence and self-reliance. On the other hand, in collectivist cultures like Japan and China, the focus is on group harmony and interdependence. Here, individuals prioritize the needs of their community over their own. Example: in the United States, which is considered an individualistic society, personal achievement and independence are highly valued. You can see this in the way children are raised to be self-reliant, or how success is often measured by individual accomplishments. Now, compare that to collectivistic cultures, such as Japan, where the group's well-being takes precedence. In Japan, people are often more concerned with social harmony and the group's needs rather than standing out as an individual. We'll now look at a mini-documentary featuring interviews with people from both backgrounds, discussing how these cultural values have influenced their life decisions and personality traits. Example 2. Communication styles. Next, we talk about communication styles. In high-context cultures, such as China and Japan, people tend to communicate indirectly. This means they rely on nonverbal cues and context to convey their message. On the other hand, in low-context cultures like the United States and Canada, direct communication is more common, where people are expected to express themselves clearly and directly. Example: high-context cultures, like many Asian countries, rely on implicit communication. Words are less important than the context and nonverbal cues. In contrast, low-context cultures, like Germany, value explicit verbal communication where messages are clear and direct. We've prepared a social experiment video showing interactions between individuals from high and low-context cultures. These examples will demonstrate how their communication styles reflect their personalities and cultural upbringing. Example 3. Power distance. Another aspect is the level of power distance in a society. Power distance refers to the extent to which a culture accepts and expects unequal distribution of power. In high-power distance cultures like India and Mexico, people tend to accept authority and hierarchical structures more readily. On the other hand, in low-power distance societies like Sweden and Denmark, there's a flatter social structure and more equality among individuals. Example: in high-power distance cultures like Mexico, there is an acceptance of an unequal distribution of power, and authority is rarely questioned. This can lead to personalities that are more accepting of hierarchies and structured social rules. In contrast, cultures with low power distance, such as Sweden, promote equality and questioning authority, influencing people to be more egalitarian and autonomous in their personalities. To illustrate, we'll present case studies of workplace interactions in both high and low power distance cultures, observing the dynamics between managers and employees, and how this affects individual behavior and personality. Culture penetrates the very fabric of our personalities, often without us being aware of it. Understanding these effects can not only help us know ourselves better, but also enable us to appreciate and interact more effectively with those from diverse cultural backgrounds. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you've enjoyed this deep dive into cultural psychology. Don't forget to hit that notification bell to stay updated on our latest content. Share your thoughts and personal experiences in the comments below. How has your culture influenced your personality?